keep yourself safe by frequently checking your settings on all your social platforms, you should also change your password often. Use a strong one and never give it out, and keep your cell phone password protected. But those are just some simple ways to combat crime online. Now joining us to educate us more on how to protect your family, we have Detective Scott Schwalm with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office and his partner Jack, who has a very unique set of skills. Welcome, Detective, and welcome, Jack. How are you guys?
We're wonderful. Thank you.
Well, that's good to hear. Detective, first of all, what is the Sheriff's Office doing on this day?
So today we're doing, we're taking part in the Safer Internet Day. What we are doing personally is we're going to be out at the River Park tonight at the farmers market. We have a booth set up where people can come out and they can get information on education for, internet privacy and security, and kind of what we do with internet crimes against children.
And of course, Detective, what are some of the crimes that you usually see that happen online?
So what we see online, exploitation of children is a big one. So whether that's child pornography, whether that's adults trying to meet up with children with, sexual purposes, or, sexual exploitation of any kind that happens over the internet.
And what do you recommend for parents to do to protect their kids?
Well, the number one thing you can do as a parent to protect your child is knowledge. You need to know what apps your child is using and what online services they're using, and how to get into their accounts. They should have access to their electronic devices and their accounts so they can monitor what is happening on those applications.
And what if parents suspect that something's going on? What should they do?
Well, the number one thing, if you do believe that your child is a victim of any kind of online sexual exploitation, number one, you should absolutely block the account that you believe is trying to contact your child. And then number two, you should report.
Exactly. Okay, Detective, and we have Jack here. We need to talk about Jack.
So Jack is an 18-month-old Springer Spaniel. He came from Ireland. The vendor we got our dog from brought him over and started training him in August, and for electronic storage devices. So when we go out on our search warrants and we're trying to catch people who have been involved in child pornography or child exploitation, Jack will come with us, help us locate any devices maybe us as humans might miss in a house, or that is hidden in an area that we're unable to check. Jack can come in, use the odor of the electronic storage device to locate that hidden device, and then we can use that as evidence.
You know what, that's so amazing. How do you train a dog to do that?
So like anything else that we want to train dogs to find for, you have to come up with an odor that is repeatable. So the Connecticut State Police is the one that pioneered this current strategy and how to do it. And what they found was they found a chemical that was present in all electronic storage devices, and were able to imprint these dogs on them. So then anything that stores digital media has this chemical, and they're able to, the dogs are able to find that odor. It is a very small odor, but these dogs have such a good sense of smell that they are able to locate those devices, and that assists us greatly in our investigations.
Wow. Oh my God, like I said, I find that so amazing because dogs are just capable of doing so many things, like Jack here.
Absolutely.
Okay, now you need to tell us about some of the cases he's been involved in.
Absolutely. I mean, his first case is a prime example. It was in early November. We had just become certified and got done with our training, and we went on a search warrant for a case involving child exploitation material. And after the human search went through, they asked Jack to come through to just double check that we didn't have anything that we missed. And right away we went into the office of the house, where the person has like their digital electronics and stuff like that. And he alerted on a desk, and in that desk were a couple of thumb drives that had been missed by the human element of the search. And on that device were, several hundred images of child exploitation material that we would have missed and would have left in this house if we had not found it. So, I mean, it's useful evidence, and, it helps us be able to prosecute our cases and get this material off the street.
Wow, oh my gosh, this dog is just incredible. And then, Detective, okay, Jack is what kind of dog we said?
He is a Springer Spaniel.
Okay, any dog do that, or is it just certain dogs?
Well, realistically, any dog can be trained for odor. There are breeds that, do better at this kind of work. These dogs, this dog came specifically from a hunting club in Ireland. So you know, he's grown up his whole life being used to being trained for odor. So he had that kind of in him, and certain breeds are better at that. But so these Springers are really good at odor detection. They have really good noses, and they have a really good temperament.
And do they have to start since they're little?
Yeah, so typically you do want to start a dog young, and part of the reason is so then they have a long working life as well. These dogs can start from a very young age, recognizing odor and getting through a training program. So just like Jack, he was just over a year old when he started his training, and was, as soon as the training was over, was immediately able to jump in and successfully help us in our search warrants.
Wow, Jack is so incredible. And Detective, for those parents that are watching and they want to get more information about this, where could they go?
So there's several places you can go. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is a great one. That's missingkids.org. And you can also look up, Google, Bing, whichever search engine you use, for the Central California Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. That is our task force website, and we have all the links for parent information and things like that that can help parents. We have a lot of useful guides and websites that the parents can use to get more information and learn how to help protect their children.
There we go. Detective, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate that information. And Jack, you are awesome. Thank you so much for being here both.
Thank you for having me.